What is going on, folks? Welcome back to another video. So today is Thursday the 17th of October. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I put up one of the little question boxes on Instagram for you guys to ask me questions, fitness or non-fitness. That way, I don't do these Q&As very often, but they're a good way for me to provide some advice fitness-wise, and you can get to know me a bit better. So I've screenshotted the questions, and we will just get started. So we'll start with, when are you getting your Bonnie Burrito sponsorship? So Bonnie Burrito is a burrito chain in Edinburgh that make the most amazing burritos. I've been promoting them on my Instagram for so long now. Just not for any other reason than I think their products are class. And for someone for example, for fast food, they're actually really good for you with what you can put in them, because you can pick what you put in. But yeah, I've been promoting them for a while. Occasionally they've offered me a free burrito just for promoting them. But Daniele recently put up a story saying how me and him should be sponsored, or please for Bonnie Burrito to sponsor us. And Bonnie Burrito put on their story one of those little well, should we make these two Bonnie Burrito mascots? And then they had a little swipe thing, but they messaged Danielle saying they didn't get enough votes, sadly. So not yet, but hopefully one day I'll be a Bonnie Burrito athlete, because that would be so good. Some tips for leaning muscle. I'm not exactly sure what that means, so I'm gonna assume you meant gaining muscle. Three main things. Make sure you're eating a calorie surplus. Make sure you're hitting a good enough protein target. And make sure you're progressively overloading in the gym. So i.e. getting stronger week by week, doing more reps, more weight, doing the same weight and reps with better form. Another thing would be, make sure you're hitting your muscles twice per week, so you're getting adequate frequency for muscle growth. So, make sure your training split is hitting each muscle group twice per week. So, yeah. Make sure you're eating a calorie surplus, make sure you're hitting a good protein goal, make sure you're progressively overloading and hitting each muscle group twice per week. What's your go-to Bonnie order? I love Bonnie Burrito questions. For me, it has to be a supersize. I pretty much get a supersize every time. It's usually double chicken. If not, I'll get chicken and haggis. We'll go with what I normally get. Double chicken, beans and rice, then everything on it, guacamole, sour cream, all the veggies, and then smoky chipotle sauce. Amazing. But it usually switches between chicken and haggis or double chicken, but those are my go-to. But pretty much everything there is good. What are you most afraid of? Most afraid of, I'd probably say, funny thing, I used to actually be really scared of clowns when I was younger. Like, my nana used to have these two paintings. It was a happy clown and a sad clown, and it used to freak me out. Not scared of them anymore. But right now I'd probably say just maybe not living up to my full potential. I have big aspirations for myself, I have big aspirations for my business, and I guess I'm afraid that maybe I might not reach them, but I'm gonna keep trying anyway. That's probably it. Do you prefer barbell squat or hack squat? Now, if you'd asked me this a couple months ago, I'd have been like barbell squat hands down, but hack squat is really growing on me. I mean, good gains on it. For the range of motion, hack squat is brilliant, and it's safer, realistically, if you fail. But I'd still say barbell squat, just because barbell squat is such a difficult movement because you have that weight on your back. The technique is so tough, and there's no better feeling than hitting a PR on it when you come up on a tough rep and you lock it out. It's amazing. Both are great, but my personal preference is barbell squat. What are the main qualities you need to be a good coach? Now, you'd probably expect me to rattle off all these qualifications, but realistically, you need a good enough knowledge of training and nutrition. That's standard, but I'd definitely say having good social skills, being good with people. So, being able to motivate, being able to listen, basically communication skills as well. So being able to communicate your messages in the right way, being understanding. Those are things that will set you apart from other coaches and personal trainers. Not your knowledge, really. It's normally it's who you are and how well you communicate, how well you can relate to people, how well you understand people and their circumstances and put things across. So definitely, yeah, just having good social skills and communication skills. Yeah, I'd say that, to be honest. People probably expect me to say like, you've got to be shredded and you've got to be massive and strong. No, not really. People will go to, you know, coaches or trainers who they relate to and who they can see as a good person, and you know, that's definitely more likely than just because you're big and shredded and blah. Do you think you're getting too big? Like, when is it enough? I wouldn't say I'm definitely not too big. Right now I'm the biggest I've ever been in terms of weight. I was 197 pounds this morning, but I don't think I'm really that big. Like, it's easy to on social media come across looking like you're absolutely massive. I'd say I'm a good size, but I wouldn't say I'm anything like near, like, you know, if you look at like the Mr. Olympia guys, they're probably what I'd call too big. But right now, no. When is it enough? It's enough when I get bored of it. Really, I probably, like, I'm happy with how my physique looks, to be honest with you. I train probably more for strength than just aesthetics. I train for improvement. I love getting stronger and that battle of constantly getting stronger. And getting stronger leads to gaining more size. So, you know, like, if my physique stayed aesthetically the same, but I could still get stronger, I'd still train in the gym. So, yeah, I hope that answers that question. 4 best exercises for building muscle. Oh, that's hard. Now, this is pretty, you know, opinionated, like just mainly my opinion, but my 4 go-tos would be like flat bench, deadlift, barbell squat, and incline barbell or dumbbell bench. Probably incline dumbbell. Just, I feel that covers all the areas. Deadlift works your back and your hamstrings and your glutes really well. Squat, again, really focuses on your quads, hamstrings and glutes as well. Bench, chest, shoulders. Incline dumbbell bench, more so for like chest hypertrophy, but also works your shoulders a wee bit more. So yeah, those 4 exercises I'd go for as my top 4. Best way to make meals low calorie but really filling: vegetables. Very simple vegetables. Say for example you make any meal, like say you make, I don't know, a curry. Now, I'm going really pale here because of the light coming through. And you normally put like a handful of onions and a handful of, say, peppers. Rather than put in a handful, put in like 2 handfuls, put in 3, put in 4, and that will put in so much volume that your stomach will you'll be so full for so little calories. Definitely just pack your meals full of vegetables. That's one of my top tips to all my clients and to you guys. If you're struggling making your meals low calorie and they're not filling you up, add in a ton of vegetables. So much volume for so little calories. It's amazing. How do you manage to stay in good shape when you drink all the time? I can't do that. I wouldn't say I drink all the time. I never hide that I, you know, do go for a pint with my friends every now and then, and I, you know, I like to go on nights out and stuff. But I wouldn't say I drink all the time. But it's basically just a case of managing your calories. That light's coming through really annoying. But yeah, it's a case of managing your calories. So if you have a night out coming up on the Saturday, you can do like 2 things. You can like eat less calories throughout the week to save calories for that night out where you know you're going to probably drink more calories. You can do extra cardio throughout the week to make sure that you have room for those calories. You know, making sure you save calories on the day for the night out. Trying to drink less like high calorie drinks like pints and cocktails, sticking to like vodkas and a diet drink or spirit in any diet drink. It's just managing your calories really. It's not that hard. Like, I do it and that's, you know, and all my clients are successful at doing it, like, you know, myself and a lot of my clients are students, so we need to be able to do that because, you know, who doesn't love a night out? So yeah, just learn how to manage your calories. And that's whether you're in a lean gaining phase or a fat loss phase. You know, even when I'm in a fat loss phase, I'm still going on nights out, going for the occasional pint. I just, you know, factor them in. When's the best time to train in the day in terms of strength? I remember Josh Bridgman putting up that he read a study, I think. Now don't quote me on this is just from what I remember, and I can back this up with my own personal experience, that probably early afternoon, like probably between 1 PM and say about 3 or 4 PM, I just feel like it's a good time because it's not too late in the day. You know, if you train later in the day, maybe you're a bit more tired, especially if it's like after work for a lot of people who work maybe like 9 to 5. But early afternoon, you get good amount of food behind you. You feel fresh, and since switching to training at that time, I've definitely noticed that my strength and how I feel in the gym is a lot better. But again, what really matters, like you can train at any time of day. What really matters is that you've got good fuel behind you. You feel good, and as long as those two things are in place, like I used to train at like 6, 7, 8 a.m. all the time, and as long as I got my meals in before, I just got used to it and it was fine. So realistically, whatever works for you, but I'd probably say, in terms of like scientifically, 1 to 3 p.m. 1 to 3 or 4 p.m. Best way to meet. I've not done that one. In your Amsterdam video, you show you smoking a joint. Is that not sending a bad message? That's an interesting question. I don't think so. I was in Amsterdam. I was doing it in a legal place, in a coffee shop. I wasn't doing anything wrong or illegal. I don't smoke it all the time. Like if you go to Amsterdam, 90% of people will go and go to one of the coffee shops as an experience, and it's not me promoting it. I didn't say go and smoke weed all the time. I don't smoke weed all the time. It's just something I wanted to try. It was legal, and yeah, I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong whatsoever. And plus, these vlogs are, the travel vlogs are mainly for me because, like, I have nothing to do with fitness, but it's for me to look back on one day. You know how cool it is for me to like look back at like the LA vlogs or any of the trips I've done, and I'll have them forever. It's amazing. So they're mainly for me. I never hide really anything about me, like going out on nights out with like alcohol, and I don't feel the need to with weed, especially when it was completely legal where I was doing it. So no, I don't think I'm sending a bad message. Okay, I think we've only got like 2 more left. Oh, 3 more. Some tips to speed up fat loss. You shouldn't be looking to speed up fat loss as long as you're losing fat at a good rate. That's what you want, because that means you're maintaining, and for some people even still building muscle. But if maybe you have like a holiday coming up for 2 weeks, you want to really just drop a bit extra body fat for, just up your NEAT, so your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, just getting your steps up throughout the day, up your cardio that you're doing, your planned cardio, and drop your calories a bit lower. That'll speed it up. But I wouldn't recommend focusing on trying to lose fat really quickly. Do it at a slow, steady pace. But if you need to, that's the best way to do it. What are you doing? What are you going to do after uni? Just keep doing this. To be honest, I love being an online coach. I love growing my brand and my business. Obviously, being at uni, I have like a student loan, which helps with my finances massively. But M.A.D Fitness is still doing really well for me. If I need to come out of uni and I can do it full time, without another job, I will. If I need to take up a part-time job, I'm happy to do that too. But yeah, after uni, the goal is to just be completely full-time with this, completely rely on M.A.D Fitness to support my life and keep growing it. But if that requires me to take another job, like a part-time job to do so, I'm happy to do that. Just as long as I'm doing this, I'll be happy. How do you keep on going when bulking? So hard when you feel like you're just getting fat. That's a big question. It's a thing. It's an issue that a lot of people struggle with. That's why a lot of people don't stay in a surplus for a very, very long time. Because they want to be lean, they want to be hard. You know what I mean? And look tight. But realistically, if you want to build a good physique long term, you have to spend a lot of time in a gaining phase. And the thing that I keep telling myself, even when I'm putting on a bit more body fat, and maybe I'm not looking as good as I did, like for example when I was in LA and when I was lean and I was vascular and all that, is remember what I'm building underneath. And remember, the longer I stay in the surplus, when I lean down, I'm going to look 10 times better than the time before. And I'm going to be a lot stronger as well. But also, like, being in a lean gaining phase, like, you might not be lean, but you get to eat a bit more food, you can be a bit more relaxed with nutrition, you're getting stronger in the gym, you feel better, you're more energetic. So there's a lot of positives to it as well. But mainly if you're struggling with like losing that look, just focus on the fact that what you're building underneath. When you reveal that, it'll be so much better than before. And just understanding it's part of the process. That's all the questions I have, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a bit more about me. I hope I provided some advice. More videos to come soon. Please remember to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.